My ex-husband tried to sabotage my music career, so I wrote a song about his affair that went viral the day before his wedding. I never planned on becoming XX famous, especially not at 38. But sometimes the universe has a twisted sense of humor. I met David at a small venue in Nashville when I was 22. I was playing my songs to a crowd of maybe 15 people and he was there with friends. He approached me after the show, claiming he worked for a small record label. Looking back, the warning signs were there. Minus he wasn't interested in my music, but in shaping me into something marketable. For 16 years, I believed in us. I put my dreams of being a professional songwriter on hold to support his career as a music producer. I took care of our home, networked for him at industry events, and even ghost wrote songs he claimed as his own productions. 3 years ago, I found messages on his phone. He was having an affair with Mandy, one of the young singers he was mentoring. When I confronted him, he didn't even deny it. Instead, he laughed and said, "What did you expect? You are pushing 40. Your chance at making it in music is over." The divorce was ugly. He fought for everything, including rights to songs I'd written that he claimed were collaborative works. Because many were created during our marriage and he had production credits, his lawyer managed to convince the judge I lost almost everything, including my confidence. For months, I could barely get out of bed. My sister Kate finally dragged me to therapy junction. I started writing again, minus not for anyone else, just for me. Small, honest songs about heartbreak and betrayal that I would play in my apartment with the windows closed. Kate convinced me to post one on Xtex. "What's the worst that could happen?" she said. The video got 27 views, but I kept posting once a week snippets of songs that told my story without naming names. 8 months ago, a comment appeared under one of my videos. "Is this about David Jennings? Because if so, girl, I have stories." It was from another woman he'd worked with, then another comment and another. Soon my DMs were filled with women sharing similar experiences with David. One night, fueled by wine and righteous anger, I wrote Nurse Credit minus a song that detailed exactly how David had used and discarded women throughout his career. It named no names but included enough specific details that anyone in the Nashville music scene would recognize him. I hesitated for weeks before posting it. What finally pushed me over the edge was the invitation that arrived in the mail. David and Mandy were getting married, and I was invited minus to show there were no hard feelings, as if he expected me to smile and applaud the man who had stolen my dreams and my songs. I recorded Nurse Credit that night, a simple video of just me and my guitar in my sister's living room. I posted it with shaking hands at 3 a.m., then turned off my phone and tried to sleep by morning. The video had 50,000 views by afternoon, over 200,000. A popular female artist shared it with the caption, "Every woman in music knows a man like this." Music blogs picked it up. 7 identified David without me ever saying his name. The day before his wedding, Text Credit hit 1 million views. 3 major labels reached out to me. A famous country singer asked to cover it. David called me screaming about defamation and lawsuits, but there was nothing he could do minus. I hadn't named him, and truth is a defense anyway. Mandy postponed the wedding. Fraternally, several women had reached out to her directly with their own stories, and she finally saw the pattern I had lived with for years. I signed with an independent label last week. My debut album comes out in 3 months minus, filled with songs I wrote during those dark days after the divorce. Songs he'll never get credit for or profit from. Yesterday, I played my first major venue minus, opening for an artist I've admired for years. As I looked out at the crowd singing my words back to me, I thought about how David had been so wrong. At 38, my music career isn't over. It's just beginning. The album's name, Second Chances. But for those who know, the hidden message is in the track. Listing minus the first letter of each song spells out not your creed to take. Sometimes the best revenge isn't just living well, it's finally telling your truth and discovering that thousands of people were waiting to hear it.